everybody. I am going to talk to you today about illiteracy with children and young adults and how big and devastating of a problem it is. I want to make you aware of the devastating problem we have with illiteracy. This board right here can give you some quick facts. I wasn't sure if you knew. Approximately 50% of the youth aged 16 to 21 are illiterate. 50% of NASA employees are dyslexic. About 3 to 5 of America's inmates are illiterate. The NASA one I thought was pretty interesting because they said that, usually children and adults with dyslexia have a hard time with jobs, but there's such good problem skills with numbers. You can look, 50% of them are hired by NASA, so that's pretty cool. The other two I'll go into great length and detail with you right now. All citizens of the United States are responsible for the proper education of our society. In our area, there are several organizations that are assisting our communities with the problem of literacy. First one is Reach Out and Read, organization of Virginia. They also help with our office. The Tidewater Literacy Council, the National Right to Read Foundation, and my personal experiences with a spouse that is illiterate. In my presentation today, you will learn how much destruction occurs by the effects of illiteracy. Some of these include exactly what I've told you here. Now, it has been proven that children brought up not knowing how to read and write and just being passed through the system, more than likely they're going to end up in crime, on welfare, all kinds of other horrific things, basically. The United States programs for any age, birth all the way until the day you die, has programs to educate you, to teach you how to read, to teach you how to write. But unfortunately, our school systems all over the United States and the country, or the world rather, they are not teaching children how to read and write. They're showing them. They're teaching them by looking at pictures in a book. And so the child is learning to read a book by the pictures that it sees. And that's how they are slowly getting slided all the way through these grades. So as you can see, it's a pretty devastating problem. In this present time, the illiteracy rates and outcomes in the U.S. will leave you astonished, as I just showed you. Proper education is the key to eradicating illiteracy. Education creates confident individuals, it creates lawful abiding citizens, and it creates higher employment opportunities for them throughout their life, along with showing a good to the children. You know how it's a good thing to do. All United States citizens are responsible for how their lives are spent during their time on this earth. They should use it wisely. There are so many free programs out here to help with children. Children should not be just pushed through. No adult should not be able to learn how to read and write. My own husband never was taught. He was simply slid right through the whole system. And when I married him, I found out he didn't even know how to write a check. He couldn't read a page in the newspaper. I thought that was very sad, but his family just let him slip out of 6th grade, 7th grade, and just drop out of school and get a job of his own. It's pretty sad. Nonetheless, I've helped to teach him to do better than that. Illiteracy is an alarming condition in the United States. To end illiteracy, funds are needed. Enormous resources from local, state, and federal programs are imperative. The need for strict teacher certification requirements through the proper funds. The thought process of using methods that work instead of what's new or what's popular definitely has to be fixed. Our children uses a free compulsory education for all. Why is it not being used? A lot of people don't want to take the extra time because they already feel so down in the dumps for being told, oh, you can't read and you can't write. Well, someone, including them, someone helps to need to pick them up, take them down to the health department, whoever the school, somewhere, and get these funds. President Obama has got a wonderful opportunity, but unfortunately, his program does not help people like myself, excuse me, that already have a 4-year college degree. And that's not a good thing to say, but I was made to go to college, whether I liked it or not, so I got a 4-year degree. I can't make a living out of it. Now I want to go back to school, and I can't get any government help. I have to pay for it all on my own. So it's got its good and its bad. Excuse me. Our children are being told how to read and write instead of being shown or taught. The use of phonics has excuse me, been proven for many years to be an overall positive influence on fighting illiteracy. The most important duty a teacher or a parent has is to teach them how to read and write. The use of memorization of regularly formed syllables was replaced by phonics. Thank you. Since 1655, Blaise Pascal's phonics have been proven to not only eradicate illiteracy, but to change the outcome of all the citizens in the United States. In addition to needing funding and proper methods to correctly teach our population, let's now look at the sources readily available to all of us to help fix this problem. Our local, state, and federal educational persons must find out how to reduce the cost of reading without denying a person from being properly educated. In 1986, the National Advisory Council on Adult Education reported that reading scores can be improved without constrictions on funds. Having properly trained teachers in phonics will reduce costs of supplies. The forces of traditional whole world methods have led to an illiteracy rate that is highest in our history. The sources that our country has available to us drastically reduces our rate of illiteracy. In 1993, the National Right to Read Foundation began turning America's illiteracy problem to a positive one. An effort from parents, teachers, and legislators, along with the public-minded citizens, can make a reversibly effect on illiteracy. The Reach Out and Read program is promoted by pediatricians all over Virginia. This program gives books to all children ages 6 months to 5 years of age. The Reach Out and Read program is an evidence-based program. The program is taught to children and parents on the importance of reading and critical development that can be altered at a very young age. Now that you all know the importance of reading and writing, let's wrap up illiteracy and improve our country. Thank you.